Hey y'all, it's April. I have lost over 100 pounds after having gastric bypass surgery, and one of the key components of my diet is protein. So I have a very protein forward diet. That doesn't mean I exclude carbs or fats. It just means that protein is first in my diet. So I'm going to share some of my most favorite protein sources with you today. So I'm going to start, I want to explain my protein rule. Like, this is what I look for when I pick up an item and I look at it in the grocery store. This is what I'm looking for to let me know if it is a good protein source for me. When I look at the label on the back, I'm looking at the protein and the calories. And if the protein number, if I can add a 0 to the protein number, to the end of the protein number, and have a number that is greater than or equal to the calories for that amount of serving, for that serving size, then I know it's a good source of protein. But if the calories are more than that protein number with a 0 added, then it's not a great source of protein. That doesn't mean it's something I shouldn't eat. It just means that it shouldn't be considered a forward protein choice for me. I could add it to something, use it along with the high protein food, and I'm going to show you a few of those things. So let's start. I'm going to show you one of the staples in my diet are my protein mixes. So I do use Nuri. These have 150 calories and 30 grams of protein in them. I use them in my Profi shakes. You can drink them straight out of the can. You can do whatever you want with them. I just love to make Profi with them. I do the same thing with Premier Protein. These have 160 calories and 30 grams of protein. And then we have the Clean Simple Eats. You can buy the little single serve packs. They sell these at Target. You can also order them online. But you can also order the big bag. If you find a flavor you love, you can buy the big bag, and it's a little more economical. These have 20 grams of protein and 100 calories. The thing about these, they are a little bit less on the protein than the Nuri and the Premier Protein, but you can mix it with the Fairlife ultra pasteurized high protein milk, and that gives you another 13 grams of protein. So when you use that instead of water, which I do recommend, then you actually get 33 grams of protein in your protein drink. I also use Oath Clear Protein. I mix this with water every day. This gives you 20 grams of protein for 100 calories, and I like to mix it with a little bit of Skinny Mixes flavored water to top off my cup. So I use a 40-ounce cup. You mix this with 16 ounces of water, and I use a 40-ounce cup. So I fill the rest of the cup with plain water and then add some Skinny Mixes flavor. I love to mix the pina colada flavor with the mermaid flavor Skinny Mixes. That's that coconut flavor, and it's really, really good. So another favorite protein source is the Chomps beef sticks. You can also get turkey, and they have, these are jalapeno, but you can also get plain, and I think they even have a taco flavor, which you might like. I wasn't crazy about that one, but I do love the jalapeno sticks. These are 100 calories per stick, and they have 10 grams of protein, so this is a great source of protein. PB Fit can be added to your shakes. It can be mixed into cottage cheese, mixed into Greek yogurt. There are all kinds of purposes for this. It adds some protein to your recipes. There are 7 grams of protein for 60 calories. That's in 2 tablespoons. This morning my breakfast was a tablespoon of this mixed into some cottage cheese, blended up together, and topped with some of my favorite peanut butter granola, which I'll show you in just a minute. So this is a very versatile ingredient that you can use in a lot of different ways. Another a snack that I like to eat is the Only Bean edamame. These have 14 grams of protein per serving for 120 calories. They're a great crunchy, salty snack. And they do have other flavors. I haven't tried the other flavors yet. This is the bag they have at Costco. And it's a third of a cup for a serving, so I throw a third of a cup into a Ziploc bag, and you can kind of snack on that whenever you feel like you need something crunchy. Another favorite snack food is, and I don't really use it only as a snack, but I also incorporate it with a meal sometimes, is the Quest protein chips. These have 140 calories and 19 grams of protein per serving. They're great as a snack, but they are also great incorporated into a meal like taco soup or nachos, or making like buffalo chicken dip and then using this as your chip to dip your dip with. They're really great part of my high protein diet. Built bars are great. For a long time I resisted getting these because I was just scared that that it would be a slider food for me. Protein bars and things labeled snack bars were a weakness for me before, but I have not found that to be the case. I can cut one of these in half and have that half as a snack. I have very infrequently eaten a whole bar when I didn't have a chance to eat very much for lunch or knew it was going to be a while before I had something to eat. But one bar has 140 calories and 17 grams of protein. So all of the things I have shown you so far meet my protein rule of having that, adding that 0 and having a number greater than or equal to the calories. So I'm going to show you a few things next that are things I use for lunch at work or a quick, easy dinner at home that gives a great protein boost and gets you going quick. So one of those is these Amy Lou chicken burgers. This is the charbroiled chicken burgers with kale and mozzarella. They have 21 grams of protein per burger and only 170 calories. I love to take these for lunch. I can pop it in the microwave at work. I put a little bit of Dijon mustard on top, and this is a great, quick, easy lunch for me at work. And they're great at home as well. Another, that's a Costco find also, by the way. And another Costco find that I really, really love and will definitely be buying again is this bag of Chef Hacks grilled chicken with power veggies. This is 16 grams of protein, 160 calories for 1 3/4 cup of this. So I can toss it into a skillet real quick, saute it up, and I have a healthy lunch. And that's the perfect amount of food for me. Usually I can't even eat all of that, but my husband loves it. We both love it. It is great. It has no seed oils, made with avocado. And the veggies include edamame, broccoli, kale, Brussels sprouts, chickpeas, and then it's got lemon garlic seasoning. So get you some of this. This is really, really good. And another Costco find that we love is this paleo organic basil cracked black pepper smoked chicken sausage. These are really, really good. They have 16 grams of protein, 160 calories. I've been slicing these up into little rounds and then sauteing with some frozen vegetables that I also picked up at Costco that are pre-seasoned. And it has like squash and zucchini and things like that in it. And this makes a great, quick, easy dinner for my husband and I. So 2 of the powerhouses in my high protein diet are cottage cheese and Greek yogurt. So I'm going to start with cottage cheese. I love the Good Culture brand. This is 14 grams of protein for 110 calories. If you like the reduced fat one, the 0% or 2%, I think it has 90 calories in it per serving, so you can cut your calories a little bit. I like the 4% one for myself. But this is so versatile and can be used in so many different ways. You can blend it to make dips. You can blend it with protein powders to make like a mousse. I have mixed it with the PB2 powder and put some melted Lily's chocolate across the top and then sprinkled it with some crushed peanuts on top and made a Reese's peanut butter type dessert that was delicious, absolutely delicious. I use this as the basis for a lot of my lunch bowls that I take to work. You can put some Rayos marinara on top, add some pepperonis and some mozzarella cheese. You've got a pizza bowl. You can add some taco meat, some Greek yogurt for a little sour cream substitute, a little shredded cheese, some olives, and grab you a bag of Quest chips, and you've got a taco dip or a taco bowl. It is so versatile and can be used in so many different ways. So cottage cheese is I would say it's the powerhouse of my high protein diet. And right along with it is Greek yogurt. This is the Fage 0% for 90 calories. You get 18 grams of protein. That packs a great punch for protein. And this is also very versatile, just like the cottage cheese. Mix in that protein powder with it. Mix in the PB2 powder. Add in some granola, which I'll show you my favorite granola in just a minute. Mix in some fruit. This is great for breakfast. I even eat it for lunch sometimes, just depending on what I'm in the mood for. But this is another great source of protein. The next few things I'm going to share do not quite meet my ratio rule for being a high protein food. So that doesn't mean I don't eat them. It just means that they're not something I'm going to go to as the main source for my protein. However, if I need a quick crunchy snack or want to add something to a meal, then I can incorporate this. It does add some protein to my meal without adding too many calories to my meal. One of those is the Catalina Crunch granola. They have several different flavors of this. I love the honey, vanilla, or the honey almond and the peanut butter. This is the peanut butter. This stuff has 13 grams of protein per serving, and that's for a 280 calorie serving, which is 2/3 of a cup. I don't eat anywhere near that amount of this. I usually use, it has two different serving size amounts on the back. For 280 calories, it's 13 grams of protein, and then for 140 calories, you get 7 grams of protein, and I'm usually eating half of this. So it's 31 grams, and I usually put about 16 grams on top of my yogurt. So about 70 calories, and adds a few grams of protein. So while that's not a great amount of protein, it adds some crunch and some flavor to my yogurt, makes it more interesting and enjoyable. So that's a great add-on to my diet. I also love these. This is a find I got from Kroger. If you have a Kroger in your area, they have their Simple Truth brand of food, and this is their Protein Crisp Loaded Taco Crackers, and these have the crunch of a Cheez-It cracker, and they're flavored like a taco. So they have 10 grams of protein and 120 calories. They almost meet my protein ratio, but not quite. But they are good in I make a little like Lunchable type thing sometimes, and I'll put cheese and turkey and grapes, and then I might add this in my fourth little compartment and do like just maybe a half a serving of these. So they're a great high protein snack, add on to anything. And the last one I'm going to show you is the Catalina Crunch snack mix. You can get this in cheddar cheese flavor, ranch flavor, spicy, honey mustard, and original. And it has 10 grams of protein, 160 calories. It's crunchy. It gives you that that snack mix type feel that you might be craving. It has some nuts in it, some little cheese crunchies, some pretzels, and things like that. And it's high protein and low carb. It has 10 grams of carbohydrates in it, and 5 of that is fiber. So this is a good little snack. Not something you'd want to eat all the time or eat a lot of if you're trying to cut your calories and focus really high on that protein. But as an occasional thing, this is one of my favorite snacks. So those are some of my favorite protein sources. If you are looking to add protein to your diet, any of these things are a great way to increase your protein without increasing those calories too much. And of course, you know, great sources of protein also include chicken breast and ground turkey and ground beef and things like shrimp. Shrimp is a great source of protein. Those things have their place. Absolutely, of course, they have their place in your diet. But when you need things that are quick and easy to prepare, to make putting a meal together quickly or putting together a snack really quickly, these are some great resources for you. And yeah, if you try any of these, please be sure and post a comment and let me know what you tried and what you think. If you are new around here and this is your first time to my channel, I had gastric bypass surgery in June of 2025, and I have lost 105 pounds now since surgery day. So I'm doing fantastic. I am happy. I feel great. And I am excited to be sharing my journey with you. So stick around, subscribe, and look for more content from me. Bye. Have a great day.